So we studied the parts of pistil. So in the pistil you can see ovary. This region is called a ovary. So we are going to study the detail about this ovary. Okay, let us now study the structure of ovary. This is the ovary. We are going to study that one. It is the lowermost and swollen part of the pistil. How this ovary is? It is the lowermost. This is pistil now. So where it is situated? It is situated at the lowermost part of the pistil. Okay. So how it is? It is bulged shape. Okay. It is in oval shape. Swollen, bulged. Okay. So we will cut this part of to study what is inside. So we are going to cut this one. Cut the ovary. So from here we are going to cut this ovary. If you cut like that, you can see figure 7.25a and B carefully to understand how to cut the parts of the ovary. So like this. So in this diagram, you want like that, you want to cut the ovary. Longitudinal cut and transverse cut. Transverse cut means half cut. Half cut. Then longitudinal means like this cut. Okay. Half cut, half like this. Straight cut, and here we are cutting half like this. Longitudinal cut and half cut. If you cut like this, you will get a like this. If you cut like this, you will get like this. So like that, two parts we will get. Cut the ovary in two different ways as shown in the figure to prevent them from drying. Okay. So when you cut, after that it will dry soon. To prevent that one, we should add 2 drops of water into that one. Okay. Then observe the inner part of the ovary. So if you cut horizontally, you can see. That means if you cut horizontally or longitudinally, you can see like this. Inside you can see like this. Okay, inside you can see like this. If you cut transverse like this, if you cut, you can see in that one inside. So that is called the ovule. What it is? That is called a ovule. So ovule is like a egg. Okay, ovule is like a egg. From that ovule, again we can reproduce a plant. That is the function. Where this ovule is situated? This ovule is situated in the ovary, this region. The ovule is situated in this region. Inside it is in this region. Okay. So do you see some small bead-like structure? How it is? Some small bead-like structure you can see. They are called ovules. Draw and label the inner parts of the ovary in your notebook. This also you should. Okay. Try to find out the name as many flowers as you can by asking the gardener or any other person. Remember not to pluck more flowers that you need. Based on what you have to fill the table 7.3. That only you want to take. Do all the flowers have sepal, petal, stamen and pistils? Yes, all the flowers have. Or these flowers that do not have one or more of this. Some of them don't have this style ovary like that, you cannot able to see. Okay. Are these flowers which have parts other than this? Okay, you want to find out all these things. Did you find any flower which have no difference between sepal and petals? No. Okay. Do you now agree that the structure of flower is not always the same? All the flower does not have the same structure. The number of sepal, petal, stamina and pistil may also be different in different petals, different flowers. Okay. So all the flowers does not give the same one. It will be varying according to their structures. Some of these parts may even absent at time. Some of the flowers you cannot able to see petals separately. Some of them you cannot able to see anther. Some of them you cannot able to see the pistil. Like that you can find out. We have studied some features and functions of leaf, stems and root. We study the structure of different flowers. We will learn about the function of the flowers in your higher classes. So you will study all these things detailedly in your higher classes. I hope all you understood the lessons. Okay children, thank you.